So if you struggle with inflammation, whether it's in your joints, your body, your face, your skin, this video is for you because we're going over 7 morning habits that are going to help you say goodbye to swelling all day long. And these tips are very simple, easy to implement right after you wake up when you first get up. So, let's go ahead and dive into it now. The first way to reduce inflammation in your body all day long is to drink more water, especially first thing in the morning. Now, when you think about it, our bodies are like 60% water, right? That's the majority of our body, and we need water for nearly every function, whether it's digestion, circulation, temperature regulation, organ function. The point is that when you are dehydrated or even mildly dehydrated, your body is going to struggle performing at its best. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, brain fog, joint pain, muscle cramps, constipation, headaches, and even weight gain. Now, when we are well hydrated, we are helping our organs eliminate toxins through urine, sweat, even bowel movements. So drinking water first thing in the morning is going to be one of the best ways to kickstart your metabolism, improve circulation, lubricate your joints, and flush out toxins that may be causing inflammation. Now, there are several studies showing that dehydration lowers physical performance, making you feel sluggish and off your game. But in one study, they found that even mild dehydration, meaning a 2% decrease in body water, which can happen pretty easily, impaired cognition, mood, and focus. Now, other research suggests that drinking water can actually boost your metabolism by 24%. So here's what I recommend. Drink 16 ounces of filtered water right when you wake up and another 16 ounces about 30 minutes later. And if you want to take it up a notch, add 1/2 cup of berries that are frozen. They'll blend in nicely and add some sweetness along with anti-inflammatory antioxidants. And if you're enjoying my content, which I hope you are, and you're applying this knowledge to actually improve your health and you have a success, I would really appreciate you sharing your success story. So share your success story to help inspire others. All right. Number 2, get your blood flowing with some movement. This is extremely important first thing in the morning. It's going to set the tone for the rest of your day. Now, of course, I always recommend working out first thing in the morning because it's going to prime your metabolism for the rest of the day, but I know that not everyone can do that. So just getting up and moving around is going to make a huge difference. Exercise helps fight inflammation by reducing the amount of inflammatory chemicals in your body while increasing anti-inflammatory chemicals. But it's also going to increase blood flow, improve oxygenation, stimulate the lymphatic system, which drains excess fluid, toxins, and waste from the tissues, which often causes swelling. Also, exercise increases the production of endorphins, which have potent anti-inflammatory effects. So first thing in the morning when you get up, do some jumping jacks, some burpees, some push-ups, whatever you need to do to get your heart rate up a little bit and increase blood flow throughout your body. Do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. Number 3, feed your microbiome. There's a connection between your gut and your immune system. In fact, 70% of your immune system resides in your gut. So if you want to reduce inflammation, you need to take care of your gut bacteria. One of the best ways to do this is to consume foods that feed your good bacteria. One of the best foods for your gut bacteria is a food that contains prebiotics. Now, prebiotics are a form of fiber that feed your good bacteria. So one serving of high-fiber vegetables contains about 4 to 5 grams of prebiotic fiber. Examples of high-fiber veggies include artichokes, asparagus, bananas, apples, berries, Brussels sprouts, onions, garlic, and kale. So what you're going to do is you're going to add one of these veggies to your smoothie in the morning. Or better yet, you can consume an entire meal of high-fiber veggies. And if you don't know how to prepare them or what recipes to use, make sure you check out my video on how to eat only vegetables. Next, let's talk about sleep. Sleep is so important when it comes to inflammation. In fact, research shows that people who don't get enough sleep have higher levels of pro-inflammatory cytokines such as TNF-alpha, IL-6, and IL-1 beta. These inflammatory markers cause low-grade chronic inflammation, which over time can lead to insulin resistance, obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and even cancer. So the key is to get enough sleep. Most adults need about 7 to 9 hours per night. So try to go to bed earlier and get more sleep. And if you want to learn how to sleep better, watch my video on intermittent fasting and sleep. Number 5. Take a cold shower. Cold showers might sound awful, but they can be beneficial for reducing inflammation. Taking a cold shower will increase norepinephrine, which is a neurotransmitter that can help block pain signals sent to the brain. Now, cold water immersion has been shown to improve symptoms in rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, tendonitis, bursitis, plantar fasciitis, and even back pain. Now, taking a cold shower can also improve circulation, which can help reduce swelling and speed up the healing process. So the key is to take a cold shower for about 30 seconds to a minute each morning. You can also alternate between hot and cold water to get the same effect. And if you want to enhance the effect, add 10 drops of peppermint essential oil to the water, which has anti-inflammatory properties. Next, let's talk about stress management. Chronic stress can contribute to inflammation by raising cortisol levels. Cortisol is a hormone that can weaken the immune system and increase inflammation. So we need to find ways to manage stress and bring it down. One way to do this is to meditate or practice deep breathing exercises. Meditation can help calm the nervous system and reduce inflammation by lowering cortisol levels. In fact, there are studies showing that meditation can reduce inflammation in people with arthritis. Another study found that mindfulness-based stress reduction can improve symptoms in irritable bowel syndrome, which is an inflammatory condition. So in the morning, spend a few minutes doing a guided meditation. I recommend using the Calm app. I've been using it for years and I love it. If you're new to meditation, they have a 10-minute meditation called Meditation for Beginners. Another option is to use Headspace. I'm currently doing their 10-day course called Healthy Daily Habits. It's fantastic. But either way, you want to spend some time doing deep breathing exercises or meditating to reduce stress and inflammation. And last but not least, cut out inflammatory foods. Some of the worst foods for inflammation are sugar, vegetable oils, refined grains, alcohol, and processed foods. Now, when we consume these foods, they trigger a massive spike in blood sugars, followed by a crash, which leads to cravings and hunger, which then triggers the release of insulin, which then promotes inflammation. So cutting out these foods is one of the best ways to reduce inflammation in your body. And if you want to learn how to do this, I highly recommend you watch my video on the best superfoods to reduce inflammation. Now, if you're looking for additional tips on how to reduce inflammation, I'm going to leave 2 more videos up on the screen. Check them out. I promise they'll help you out. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.